Yes, it's a dear by a block of Kotia, none a true beyond and one put there. Vision, yes, your mini match, your determination, which is a supporters. A come here, a home win, a come here, last some year, you renew. This trip, yes, I renew. No matter what we do, now say, see, idea, a war. Vision,
as Kitab best goalkeeper.
Forget it, penny, but yes, has and crying. Yet, almost me. Tamanuta na Ubano, Omunina Fia, Intin Penin, say, only the Bakuba reading, but let the bedroom.
Musha was saying,
oh, tradition here, three,
and soon to do.
Oh, I be our house, you come Sanya be better. Yes, Obo. 3. Vision, Yamini say, share has 3. It's me prediction. Yes, it's a dear by a block of Kotia, none a true beyond and one put there. Vision, yes, your mini match, your determination, which is a supporters. A come here, a home win, a come here, and last some year, you renew. This trip, yes, I renew. No matter what we do, now say, see, idea, a war. Vision,
as Kitab best goalkeeper.
Forget it, penny, but yes, has and crying. Yet, you almost me. Tamanuta na Ubano, Omunina Fia, Intin Penin, say, only the Bakuba reading, but let the bedroom.
Musha was saying,
oh, tradition here, 3,
and soon to do.
Oh, I be our house, you come Sanya be better. Yes, Obo. 3. Vision, Yamini say, share has 3. It's me prediction. Yes, it's a dear by a block of Kotia, none a true beyond and one put there. Vision, yes, your mini match, your determination, which is a supporters. A come here, a home win, a come here, and last some year, you renew. This trip, yes, I renew. No matter what we do, now say, see, idea, a war. Vision,
as Kitab best goalkeeper.
Forget it, penny, but yes, has and crying. Yet, you almost me. Tamanuta na Ubano, Omunina Fia, Intin Penin, say, only the Bakuba reading, but let the bedroom.
Musha was saying,
oh, tradition here, 3,
and soon to do.
Oh, I be our house, you come Sanya be better. Yes, Obo. 3. Vision, Yamini say, share has 3. It's me prediction. Yes, it's a by a block of Kotia, none a true beyond and one put there. Vision, yes, your mini match, your determination, which is a supporters. A come here, a home win, a come here.
Interesting in the India. Solo decided say over different A different sound to start the business. But Chairman for Makwaba. It's time for today's sports. Wednesday, the 9th of April 2025. And headlines are sports lawyer Baba Isadiaba Inye. Brakokua. Brakoko and all the room kakra. Okay, so Minsha say Aston Villa manager Unai Emery says the Champions League quarter-final against his former club PSG will be special and spectacular, but his focus on leading the side to consistent success at Europe's top level. And Aston Villa and PSG,
yes,
and another one near Barcelona, and Dortmund. And so another Dortmund in Barcelona. Barcelona Dortmund. Okay, and no we still believe in our chances according to Vincent Company. And Bayern share LUC by 2-1 to Inter Milan. And Inter claim all important 2-1 win at Bayern Munich in the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final time. We didn't give up believing, says Inzaghi, as Inter take Champions League lead against Bayern Munich. So veteran Thomas Müller admits the Champions League loss to Inter may have looked different had Harry Kane not missed a big chance. Okay, these are the headlines. In other news, Jude Bellingham has warned Arsenal that anything can happen at the Bernabeu. Okay, Carlo Ancelotti said we must believe and try to make something magic happen in the second leg. And Arsenal soon Real Madrid boy. And manager Mikel Arteta says his side were prepared to write their own history after trashing 15-time Champions League winners Real Madrid in the first leg of this season's quarter-final. Okay, Yabefia and Samuel Hosuni, former regional chairman of the National Secretaries Council. Gogo was a national chairman. One year regional chairman solo. Popular K5 has expressed strong confidence in Kotoko's chance of clinching the Ghana Premier League title. According to Otuo-Acheampong, he's also called on supporters of Kotoko to rally behind the team, expressing concern over what he describes as noticeable decline in fan enthusiasm. Okay, GF resources has indicated that the leadership remains unfazed by mounting pressure to amend the regulation on club withdrawals. They okay. Now, calling some amending no daben TCA and Azolo. Okay. So the Amakai Amate Field Committee of Inquiry established to investigate the tragic death of Gabriel Oluwasegun Nigerian boy has involved the significance of tax entrusted to them. Ghana. Business development manager of Samates Paul Ayamba has called on supporters of club to ride behind the team. Alright, young Cobra Kwako, Namsen, Yen Sem Rekra, near Daji, the Becky Cansem. Now, Brakwako at 9:51 on Flying Room. Another Bika.
Oh, the mechanic said, Arsenal, congratulations.
Okay, Bragu Young
Kway,
but you
think
I am, but I know the Amicasi BBA different.
Congratulations, Arsenal. But the celebrations was the tie is not over. And Oshema the 3-0 in Champions League. One year, as I want to celebrate like a magic trophy. I don't know.
How many celebrating?
Arsenal for the binum. Celebration like a magic Champions
Okay. Welcome back to yeah. Also, with me, a ton in Safro. Send me your party room if you so we have refused to accept any form of invitation this morning.
Okay.
And Tino back of your room near ABA Bar Center. Nianco said the host it here.
We did Jack say every ABA Bakal in Canada, bro. And Anno Pawe na ABO Yati and Cope any Yadi Huasem. And na ear Babeka at the actress and say any Yadi, then you know, make a say, what's now Emma when this say, what's now my lens na Yanko Pon the amount. se ehia eyo haw ne amane na eduru se dia na nka ne hu wiase han no enya wo sabiem wiase be ye otum esum beduru enu te mesrawo tutumika ne be bie mo ABA Herbal Clinic na ye ntu yade na se enso enfama ABA wo ba ye mfa sekan enkan oba ye nya wo surgery bia oba ye ma hwe se fakoso wani ne so sanso na be bie mo ABA Herbal Clinic ye ma wa hwehwe ni wa ye ma glasses bia nemum eye indubnani amba ne yede ma na de akwakofra aduane edi enu nti se utie me na no pay age number na frame 0541 565199 0541 565199 and that's 050 281 2161 050 281 2161 yo kwada so adwenase kwada so adwenase market na chipe ene ebutu sanso na doma hinkro so de ye ben apie kubiko store no doma hinkro ye ben apie kubiko store no wukwada ene yawade bia ye wo goso for no eye wukwada ene yawade bia ubehia en Genesis FM na efie de bia nso de we hia wo Adehie FM bibieni na obia nso etimi enya ne chefam obi wo no ma said am na wo ka sei won neni suro no honam na ekata so no eno ne yefra no eyelid sa ne eyelid no Mr. Sisi am na ka sei emu epeja ahono ofa ne se oh emu na epeja ebetwetwe mesrawo said ya enini se fatia no enini ntisa wonsa enini ntisa wonan enini eye soronko kra enu tina enino ene de wonante sa enina meka ho asem no honam na ekata so na bambo anyankopon de akata wanene so no se emu peja yade efra no chalazion ena asha ase se eyo se wanhwe ni ya eyo haw ne amane ena ebebro enu tututumrika ne bepie mu ABA Herbal mesi yendro na yendubna ne amba ena ode kwa akofra aduane na wadi ode kwa akofra aduane egberu awutrimu egberu antini nimu egberu mogenimu ama won so ho atimi ato say glaucoma ena hawa mesrawo glaucoma yade shase wanhwe ya hu se eye eni yade esan se glaucoma yade no ebema oti ashase se pile ebema didi aba wasomo ebe hinta okra che emfie bebre ebe pie wo enene so no na edi ne djuma nyina enso ewie etitutumrike na ebe pie mo ABA Herbal number ni 0541 565199 0541 565199
Bravo Gianco
0541
565199
and that's 050 281 2161 050 281 obi wono ma yakoye nani surgery ya de sekan aka nani ama nani ba kwa hyase se kata mesro nani ba kwa hyase se kata editipaye na ebre no when your friend okulia migraine so wan hwe ya tipaye we ya edi aba no tipaye we ya edi aba no e de ohaw ne amane oberi painkillers ahodi obebere na mom na esanse eye eniyade enti no enya ade a ebefiri wonom ete eba wani so a yebeka se ebeyi ete no de we ni so no yeyidi efiri wona de wetire ni mu ntimi yeyidi efiri wana eno ne kofa after cataract e de bro no wan hwe ya esan ebeba na eba nso de ohaw ne amane na ebro obi baye ye de sekan aka nani imprensa de edi kan yesi mogata nani nso ene yekoye ne surgery afei olusu ne site kra na onhu ade after surgery no ene yesan koye ne foforo so de begin ni eyesight ni biem ebe wi ekire no yesan ka chense ne vision na ye bele mesro entina homa ye mfa sekan enkan wani saa tutumrika de bepie mo ABA Herbal Clinic na afei ohun so entimi ento sanso ena obi wo no amehre diabetes no na sense de esifa ha manfo no so want to tutumrika bepie mo ABA Herbal Clinic ebe ye ohaw ene amane ena ede bro esan se diabetes no ku no na esan esei wani enso ewo honomo tutumrika ne bepie mo ABA Herbal me se yendubana ne amba koko na obenya de befra tombo na obenya de befra rice water na ubenya o de befra sanso na benku fufuo enkwan na ubenya na o de afa na wadi anwume wine na sabritie bi mu ohon so ebeto na obi wo hono mo nso a o se me pa chambo timi ade mundro na delivery dia mama ya na ABA Herbal yenye pharmacy ABA Herbal yenye drugstore ye clinic aje wo be pie ma doctor ehun yade na doctor ehun yade na ebe den na ode eduro ne nso etimi account enti wo ba aje doctor ahwew enti na me se o kwada so edwena se kwada so edwena se market ne chi pe na ebutu doma hinkro nso de ye ben ape ekubi coaster no benada dwemu no ma na ebutu wukwada ne ya wade bi ahyan wo goso Genesis FM na afa ni fie da so wo hia yen ewo adehye FM a eno nso ewo bibie no mesraw yade bi ha obi ade bepie mo ebia ye betu ase enso de amount na nsen de me won ye HIV no amanfo adanse omudi kra me kra me won esan so omudi hunu na ye nche na nso nde o ba baji de ade kwa akoye ti anom na ekumummu awa no e de afiri onipadwa mu number ni ni 0541 565199 0541 565199 and that's 050 281 2161 050 281 2161 Bobo Madian Fred na on the atwetwe enkom na yade bia say ye stroke and a how stroke and I can watch war ya ma challenge 21 good days o the yendro no na sha say uyisu a e dia hwade foforo bi kra na ebegbo eraw mesraw ememma no meka na meka modie wa bada brejo uji ud pem so na chese wasane premature ejaculation mesraw brabe piemu ABA Herbal emma ne nso say infections ahodo mesramu enemu yade ahodo STIs ahodo mesramu ni na ye ABA Herbal Clinic na ode wani nso ebetwe na ho ato oba card no 50 Ghana cedis so twa no wakwa ko hu doctor sanso na make sure say ABA Herbal Clinic no oba sa de etie doc charge wa o se esanso oba so oba bebua ni penti o so water o ka sure say sika no o de echemu miensa na tuemu 1/3 obitimi ko 2 days 3 days time do we tutu mrika se mba betua misika nyina agindro ni bia ka ho adan a okoyeko yusu eduro no wo se ampa eden sesan foforo bi kra na aba ne nipadwie mu etutu mrika na bra na onso ebeje wa yaresa ewo ho no mesrew oto asintini na ahya ase etwetwe se sciatica o de bepie mu ABA Herbal Clinic ye to asekra e de ama mesi ABA ndubina ne amba na etete atempon ye nananom eno enanom de se omo ho yadem tie nanam 72 years 80 years 90 years no mo snapa ne ewo ho nanso ne akora 7 years na no yede ne bai ne yede sekanya kanani ewo ho no mama ya begina ne ne so mesrew ema how we be entna wo so esanse ahwehweni wakra sa o hyecha e de yade e fra ne keratitis ena de brew woni nase be sha ase se epeja sa na ekofa yade foforo e de abrew enso wo ho no mo enti mesrew brawe pie mo ABA Herbal Clinic na afa yentu asen from our number na friend 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 and I said 050 281 2161 050 281 2161 sanso na mani binsu wo no ma se da nyankopon sifa born no ubu wunsa ye wo inadodo a wo se moja ne ba obi die entime mba se de wo se ba de entime mba mesro ba ABA Herbal Clinic na yemwo enso ewo no mo obu wo no motimi titimrika ena mepawo nemum onim se ne nsa na obu na emma ye no ena akofa sa problem ne de abre no esanse efiri baby na ba be pie wo baby enti na ABA oba osofota tenase obomode yan hwew otie wo ha no hwew no de nani ahwe no hu afe ya de ko eni baby a efiri enu ti odi nachi wade e ka na okwa akotu ase e de efiri ho e de amaw onso so ho enfama meso pressure no hypertension no di be pie ma obu wo na mo nyina niema tuatua no obo se nani ya ne ya osan wo pressure ono osan wo diabetes mesrew o de be pie mu ABA Herbal bo ba ko ye de be kum ni nyina enso e wo ho no mo dan de nyina mesan ka cho se yendro ni de esan se yendu bina ne ambentin immune boosters odi eduro ni de ko mu a mesrew yade a ewo nipadua mu kra wankasa kra wadwe mba so no kwa akotwe yade ne pie na ekum yade no nso e de afiri wo e ma onso ohu etimi ato enti ABA Herbal ya kwada so edwe na asem kwada so adwena se market na chipe ene ebutuo doma hinkron so de ye ben ape kubi cold store no benada dwem ono ma ene ebutuo sanso ena wukwada ene ya wade bia hye wogoso wukwada ne ya wade bia wogoso Genesis FM sanso na ni fie da so nso de ye pemo adehye FM enso ewo bibie ni na afi obia nso etimi enya ne chefa sisi ade mo amwo nkran mo amwo taadi nom ne ade nyina mo nyina mo mba kumase na mom enche bia ade ade nkran so ye de hyehyɛ yegu akwemu a mo nso mo benya mo chefa ewo nom na mom sisi ade mo tutumika na mo bepie mu ewo asante mantem na afi onso ohu entimi ento mesra waposo na ye ya odompemu na ye ya ana impo wo liver ana se kidney problems bia ABA Herbal Clinic and American for Ediamo Obo no mo se ne yade ne yato ediama no huhu mu yade obeka se huhu mu yade de ne mom no ABA nyankopon tumi na edwuma wo ho no mo unya ede ba hope yebetu ase ede ama e ma hwen ha okran de hyanse obenya akokudro ne watutu anamo abepie mu ewo ABA na afi ohun so etimi ato enche bia na mesori so number ni nie 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 and I say 050 281 2161 050 281 2161 Entie bie die o yade ne ye yade na mum enye yade unya de bepie mu a ye betu ase enso ade ama tutumrika nebra o lens na wache ne die bebre no obeyi edi ato tutumrika nebra operation no enya de ebe yo ebie heba ne yaje so se nyame nsa wo mu ampa
baba gwe dase pi nyame nchao enti ebeba wo se awe na chade na eba
unya keratitis unse weni na keratitis unse weni na sie no ebe sha ase se epeja ohoye friend
keratitis
ohoye friend cornea into cornea ne be sha ase se inflammatory
kai
ebe sha ase se epeja se kwa kofa ya de friend keratitis dia
bro na da commercial da enu mabusa wa bakosem wa asem kakra wa been too much keratitis utinu so ya benze ade migraine
ocular migraine
na so utifan dwawo
migraine e utifan na dwawo
en ocular na ede
wani no
utini dwama wani nyina
yes enti obi wono ma nani
ya video ni abiyo
enti nani ha wa bo se sa partner wani ni ha ama utifa empire and your friend ocular migraine
okay that's it enti ABA Herbal Center wozi kumase mu wo
kwada so edwena se market no echipe baby am municipal na wana rehab center
and yebeba ho
pacho
yebeba asna mabimani okulia migrant yedom beba thank you very much enti ABA Herbal Center na achomka eni ehunsem nyom na ehwe bra kwaku na atene ka se glaucoma cataract ne adin na fabra maminsi om number so ma 0541 565199 0541 565199 na 0502812161 sa ena etie ho kanjene magic drinking water ba bi din wa dance a chiro and water is safe, that water is refreshing and it offers numerous benefits to your body as for the kanjene bema rich in minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and numunso bia keke, onumunso anu anumunso e kama. And afi so onum kanje ti ma odayi. And na yenuma kani nyina ye agents ne distributors no atwa sia Ghana ha. Omu nyina hobo mo dia na ehwe kanje mfachi kwan from 0241 449191 0241 449191 na 0507 379 474. Mamenka semba kubina fe sports lawyer anka oye nya okulia migraine omna no mehe ye todan nya menua madam for si we de edan bebre na hia sa si wasisi dan o so otunton bi na menim se sika no be kwa ko henya nka o so de be me be kakra a 2-bedroom house. Yeah, Tom Sasika sie ena eda yanim samiti biana obeko akoje ya to wall afefe ni nyina ya tile down hu nyina ya bo asna ni Madrid second leg ni wia eze me kope Thomas Sami kan ya wo fie ho na nsuo so ewo ho card ye ujira wo fie ni mu ana wo faka ewo Sokoban Apaso new site mo abonim kwa no so no Sokoban ho Apaso ho obefre 0599 541 fi kwa na picture wedi no say ya the picture na ma near the toso ne yewe fi no kama manfo home will say yes afi na unya adaje a ukosi udie pa ope we de obobom dia hwe akiri 0599 541 771 baba kwa so betima try na okay onju nto
yes na fimu ya
na do ya zen famineska
sa o ka se
na ze da on bezo betu
o ka se mo yire ma de
why zo nto
ka se mo yire ma de fimu ya
meta masam
antime so yi mu fimu ya makakoto yi mu so fimu
na board and then on first leg no unim za awe
and then on first leg
0599
second leg Wednesday
541771 0599 54177 frɛ miami na enko trophy osisi na o the cash na to afa ye 2-bedroom apartment so I dey my and also the same person so I say or the be my hand and or the be ton be now no open kwa abruchi open tem akọ electricity wo ho fie na efe se fie ngwa yi bia no kama no hari kra ko bi neatly designed apartment, a cuisine environment. The house is well with tight security. IPT Hayana Ewo. Number ni 0599 541 friend. CC 0599 541 na enko 1010 na babesha sentino. Mami fa Pillar of Zion Church International so bo akwesiewa ene na so ema na so annual Easter convention e Baba Yara Stadium Heroes Park. Kese pa afibiano Pillar of Zion for na fees omo to aso. Evangelist akwesiewa the general overseer on the Thursday 17th April 2025 almost say kopim 20th April 2024 almost say ya wada ya report na fi di Easter na Baba Yara Heroes Park 1 year or say a sentence or say the necessity of the Holy Spirit in the life of the Christian. Juma Holy Spirit ni ngonkron we do Christo ni abrabom. Why you need the Holy Spirit? Pastor say no nkono na enyumre so 6 p.m. or say the Lord is ready to accept you for whoever you are. Said the utie biara come be part of this convention and receive the Holy Spirit and your blessing. Referee Kala, we also offer on drop nyanya no. Drop kakra, Kala be kobi. Nyano. So we go see one fresh emra. Sports lawyer Mena son say ode call amana ne nkrofo ko so. And ye go teneche ni ahwebi. Mutimi go so. And ekwanda omunyina enra na edum kania.
Yeah, presentation with pictures. It goes my
Viva Nego tablet. When you pain be the biggest pain relief and no benya etiti sciatica pains, etiti kotuja shoulder pain, waist pains in the account or any form of pain. Pe Viva Nego tablet nibi Viva Nego tablet. What for your front can we akoda on home, but be a pharmacy shop be a ubiano kopebi echene yebema exact place amunku tu Viva Nego tablet. Na bibia aye kama ewo eya afro 020 8337711 020 8337711 yena ye kono sports lawyer enti yenko ena ayi asla match one in man of the match
Declan Rice.
Oh okay, man, it's like rice. This is anomokano nidi ba kusani jollof rice wetin so afre na nwa mo. Bet my friend rice water. Bet my friend.
His life on shed right fake.
Go.
Enti anope ya special good morning na odima de one grow na mo feel bi ma team no koko do Spain airport a on be ko baby and sample and we break team no me the feel sing na eba no pay enti kame ho na young konko phone cross so embana and some no dos on pay na mom de disefota se wo hwe na wotie ena yete ema wo kitikiti mam polibi ena yete down boss we de nka obetra ena kan ya kabeboa nti ye wasa asem afi Bayern Munich and Inter Milan game emra Inter eshemienum ema Bayern Munich ete ekanmo bako Lautaro Martinez and Davide Frattesi ena ebo 2 goals ema team emra the experienced player Thomas Muller ebete kamula kana ote no anya enough amfa ama Bayern Munich Frattesi ebenya the second goal ema Inter Milan after the game ena Lautaro Martinez ete etujasa performance amu done die anwa ewo Germany no ewo se amu bo modembo chain die anwa esi ye no ewo Germany ewo fie na fenkulum die etime ekom ete ema womwom Alexandro Bastoni oye Inter defender anwa oye player of the match na Alexandro Bastoni nisma okengina and some winner anwa omunya no it means a lot to omutum nom na afi de oka and said they will do more in the Champions League Bayern Munich at the film omu film we are better title no and Alexandro Bastoni after Simone Inzaghi a Inter manager or same about the marant number so with a motimba omo edan a day and ra or see and ra omo at top level performance edi eche obia emopian we say Inter Milan are you ready for Inter Milan na your Vincent company and the Bayern Munich aswe enram anema nkoye amfa ama omuno se se unimu a obeka se bia Bayern Munich anya hwe in the game officer chances bibaya sa chances in the game moment na omunya in the game no senka sa bonu bit me twatna enka game no niamani na esesa ya omunya chances omubo ni na etime etugro sesa Inter Milan etime eba omufie abesha omutu no this is football amusom ebetime akọ Italy na fe amako akọ Polish strings awene e ha qualify and then some Vincent company at the tuka Conrad Lima, a Bayern Munich midfielder, or say I frustrating, or say in the first half of his omunya chances nanka omu take first half chances omunya na and can play ye can some fufro no moment time no and now there's a team away a 2-legged games and remember into your first leg nyankopon boa in the second leg no amu try them say ombetim akọ na fanima koye ade ama womwom Inter goalkeeper Yensoma onom adinsem p atudwa or say a important win at the Emma Inter Milan na adia it is a important win where eba enra a hard work and of a discipline omudana die our president so and it is a victory etime eba Marcus Thuram at the atudwa say afi Inter Milan am I ready say I'm fighting for the UEFA Champions League title and Marcus Thuram Nensema or the Tuka or see we still believe in our chances see about qualify no still you sa qualification yensa abekam Vincent company a coach Emma Bayern Munich and I say omu wodidie say ombetima qualify.
I think we said it many times, so if a team earns the right to have us defend deeper, we can do that as well. So I think in the moments where we had to defend deep, we did it quite well. We didn't concede any chances. But of course, if they have success with the possession, at some point you have to be organized. You have to kind of work again towards your moment. That's what happens. So they're a good team. They're able to do that. And like I said, the first half an hour, the second half, we felt that we can score more goals, and the result is what it is. But it's still an opportunity for us to go and win in Milan. I can only speak from experience. We have lost 2-1. I think I can do to change that now, but it wouldn't be the right thing to feel right now that this 2-1 was a reflection of us not being able to win this game. It's not what happened today.
And it's a Champions League. I'm a fan of Arsenal Stadium. Only so I'm on Champions League or Omun JB. Our London Como, Chelsea, or team you know. They are searching for their first UEFA Champions League title. And now, I'm on Real Madrid, our Arsenal Stadium. I'm with some Ukraine, na Arsenal, Motimbo, our so na Declan Rice. On the 58th and 70th minute, direct free kicks, you know, na Edatna and a Mikel Merino. I am 75th minute as third goal at the Emma Arsenal Bobo Conum, na Jude Bellingham. I am Real Madrid midfielder. Or say we were nowhere near. Or say no Ukraine and Motimbona Arsenal Apuano na our strong amo and ma a deserve sa weno or mutim enya no Ukraine sa nanka amunya lakaka and ka gosnom abadoson and you Jude Bellingham Nisama or the Eltuka the Don Carlo Ancelotti Real Madrid manager or say and no show no not Madrid in the second half na amo encounter or say in the first half no Ukraine or officer and team was in the party the first 30 minutes in the second half na ni team no Motimbo I were off na obeka say 2 goals no eba no plus 20 man reate niam koye amfa amani team nebom is football bibia ebetim SCL Bernabeu say sa miracle and magic night way atesi or Santiago Bernabeu Mikel Arteta on Declan Rice and on say player na this game na are you determined we need team come up here not the determination also Cecilia Tibia Arsenal everything couldn't are happy with sacrifice a mountain a day and at the Etia Madrid and Mikel Arteta on Declan Rice Mikel Arteta at the Atujosam na a complete a big performance and creativity be na I was so about the mountain abaso you Mikel Arteta on Anra Magic Night it me a see our Arsenal Stadium, that's Emirates Stadium.
We had a very complete and a big performance collectively, and you need that in terms of organization, in terms of what we had to do to dominate the game and to create Madrid problems. And then this night is about all the two factors. One is the atmosphere that we created 15 minutes before kickoff already, something I haven't seen before. So playing with that energy, with that commitment with your crowd makes a huge difference. And then magic moments, individual moments that decide football matches. And the first 2 goals of Declan is just, I think it sums up the night. It's been very determined because we have talked in the last few months. We haven't scored a direct free kick since September 2021. Burnley away, Martin Odegaard. So it's been a long time. So to score 2 goals in 12 minutes of that magnitude of that.
And I'm on 3 goals now. I'm on the 17 minutes and na Oko Vinicius Junior and the coach and Komoko so after the game Meka wasem at the Achao na the Don Carlo Ancelotti Ekasaye after the game no about now you say Arsenal it deserve say amu edim kunim nemom is football return leg ambeko na ama prepare for the return leg.
Yes, this is obviously a very tough defeat. This is something we weren't expecting. I think for about an hour the team played very well. In the first half we were very organized. But after we conceded 2 goals from set pieces, the team collapsed mentally and emotionally. Physically it was also tough to finish the match and we didn't know how to react. Normally this team is able to respond, but the last 30 minutes were very poor. Now we have to do all the self-criticism we can and trust that we can recover or at least try.
Do you truly believe there's a chance to come back from this result?
The chances are very slim, but we're going to try. We'll certainly do everything possible and explore every way we can.
Is it possible, sir, Madrid ever qualify? The chance near slim, Nemum, you ever try. And now the Don Carlo Ancelotti, Declan Rice, man of the match. And the air to just no Declan Rice, the room fee and run night to the da. Now, Omujo Malinano, Omunim sa return like Bio, the situation a bit different. I will Bernabeu.
It's been chaos probably since I've come in. My phone, just seeing people outside here. I've not really had time to sit and digest it all and what I've just done and how I scored the goals. I've got all night to do that, so when I get in, I'm sure I'll sit down and have a watch. Yeah, I know. I knew as soon as I'd hit the first one and it went in, I thought that's my first ever free kick, and then I just had the confidence over the second one. I just thought, why not? What have I got to lose? And I was going to go over the wall, and then I thought, I've got the keeper's side one on, you know, on a good one, and I've been practicing that a lot. So yeah, you know, 2 went in, and it's just they're magic moments, you know, and they're going to sit with me forever. Really, really special night. Yeah, for sure. I think as a team and as a group, we knew what we could do tonight. We knew we had 11 players out there who were willing to do anything to win this game. We know it's a two-legged tie. We know we have to go there next week, and it's going to be now a completely different context of a match.
I'll say a bit different context of a match. I know Declan Rice on a return leg. Now, Jude Bellingham, I'll say in Ukraine, it is possible. Bibi abet Messi, Benabao.
The right word. I think we're disappointed, really, and more so in ourselves. You know, there's nothing we can draw on from any external excuses or anything like that. We've got to look solely at ourselves, and you know, it's the similar kind of themes that have happened to all season when we've dropped points, and it's happened again tonight, but on a larger scale. And you know, we're going to have to address it. We're going to need something special to turn it around. But special things can happen in football, and you know, if there's one place where it can, it's at our house. Bit of both, I think. A bit of both. I think there was they had a good game plan in how they wanted to get out from the back. I think they did.
Now look at Madrid say Timbi Oriase na sa score line we say obetima over 10 na anya Timbia to say Real Madrid omom and obetima at 10 sa results we na Vini Junior enra o pie afitanenum and omusa remontada or say oh yes we can obetima qualify or say yes we can and see eno nema enra etimi toda Paris Saint-Germain and Aston Villa ebonne Real Madrid omo elusunum and na battle na fans na ta omo timachio vim no so ho vim yayi against Dortmund and enti meba na fema di game no enkomo na Dr. Daoud of Daoud Scientific Helper Hospital and play set mimfan to anim ono or didi nsedua ema ayaresa enti adena do kronfabra na ontuase ema hypertension, stomach ulcer, diabetes, stroke, low sperm count, hepatitis B, syphilis, awonema, prostate cancer, osisia sexual weakness, fibroid, falling Abraham, obetuase ema ajuso krapa alt Metro FM Dynamo or Sevilla Sanso or 0244 886437 0244 886437 0201 681 717 0201 681 717 me say udu Dr. Daudua me say captain say Baba Isa say mo duane bi na onya duane bi na real bar obedase adusa heba clinic ono na dia adusa heba mister ene adusa heba capsules aba na abusuam onya adusa heba mister ne bia etu koko ase afa koko no odia no kra bia do na bia wontimi transe onya bi no noma ni nyina be ko afa arthritis honam ya menstrual pains bosume ne ba na ya si twa wotiam mamia adusa yenim nyenne enti ode adroba e wo se ogidi adusa help mister tibi nanom afa adusa prostamite capsules abusia egba adwuma etu prostate ni nyina se ojonso na ubemu ya enya dede producer prostamite capsules no benom adusa man capsules no abeba adwuma beboa amabo pampelu papa ewo empempe binom eye memedro na kuma se swami macro udo macro babia goy filling station on inside wa and adusa herbal clinic ewo Accra La Paz oben Las Palmas oya behind Pizza Man 0500 110 115 0500 110 115 055 700 9824 055 700 9824 pe adusa enupane bi nanom na feriman koye ama unai Emery o say I spend 2 years Paris Saint-Germain no kanisa okona dene nembom our players o metim aya adwuma no o believe in players o musi akan em Paris Saint-Germain nembom ene obekoso upset our game no ene ona Emery Yomi Telemans Villa o metfo da o say more confidence ahead of the game say kase team B o gidia ahead of the game confidence level no so papa Luis Enrique say in football say 90 plus additional minutes in the game bibia everything SC and competency be any ho tirimuda be any ho omokobo game no said any other game bia and then some Luis Enrique at the Barca Dortmund 7 p.m. Nico Kovac manager Emma Dortmund Nico dia tuja sa Barca performing a fee team bia a clear favorite number 9th reserve for the champions amuko na amakoko try am best bibia ebetimi asi Gavi say afi am pese omoje the Champions League Hans Flick Dortmund team was say omohwe omoye medisi nemom Simba for no board member bia ne din ene mo daddy we promise team ni say abema $188,000 as bonus say and Simba etim say Elmosri na omuyomo efika Confederation Cup numa $188,000 esika or the team as bonus or a board member hinti you so na am paying them fanko phone cross on sem no insia
I say sports lawyer 10:29 on the dot. Abusua yɛrɛmɛ to also from this side me baba ka tro kwa so for Chrome is the hobby de we are make from kwaso ye bibini to ma plus car 362 piece first man ride company limited Acheampong insecticide spray power specialist Heba hospital no maka ho asama chow na fe mako akowie ewo ultimate land hub wey enam etiawa yewe ya peno masam kofo so ye chi kwani yankofo ni du masam no yebere nyina edi amawo na the great summer yes New York City Hotel me di hon komo me wi abon say that video no was upcoming stars amowo manso akosi so obeye dentwe me Mr. D ye ho adwuma nti bomade na bibia enye kama boss our town to the great Osama na pay mame encha kama na je say onu adokuru yekru pokrum kwasi ada mo so mo pamo de no ntoma fe ai sianko anim na fe anopai yemfa yema no ntoto so emfa emamo na hu say yampa G global mu nyina hwe yen ewo abuakwa office wo na je say nyasem ketua de tie ni ufri kwaso a ebraduru wo se mo mienka no fie ni fie nti yebesa koyechi bema wakoye kobrantra dodo ozo ko chi kakra na ko se wunchi tisen ede ne ya kunturu ni hwan ya ebeko nchi bibia mfo nkokora wu a ha ne beko akosi wo nti enko ne enko se abrei ho ne tisen tina nananom adwene ho omuso muntie ne yie Friday 18th of April Easter na free fiada na ko nyina na je se etinam Friday 18th of April no ana papa na kroma ni nyina ye nyina tie Simonten so na ye clean up exercise ye wi ya pe no na fe football no mrante ni dia dwam so den ewo ho ye bogala ni nyina no na fe cooking competition so eno so etodwa eno aye fiada ana clean up exercise and football gala no ebeba so ne memenda mom ana be cooking competition ya no hye so ne kwasiada no dwumade ne pompon so no eho ana ehye ne nyina no ene so a grand derby and fundraising na yebebo modem na fei yeni so de hu nyina ne se yebetumi a constructed derby kase pa derby grounds kase ewo kwaso ne yebeye sa adwumade yi a anu ye kwasiada 12 p.m. I mention ye ntro kwasiada de no a yebo modem ya grand derby and fundraising no eye awia 12 p.m. ewo kwaso court derby grounds kwaso court derby grounds ho na adwumade no ebetumi akoso sa adwumade sei wontumi nko enya krowura nti nana osai fosu adutwum kwaso hene nana betrajum on the day na fe yenya kwaso traditional council beka ne ho onabo assembly members nyina no monso ka ho mini committee members ebetrase ne yenya kwaso local council and churches monso beka bom na ma fade no aye kama kwaso muslim community and the entire kwaso nyina no ene ye ka mo se na mi adumu a Friday 18th of April clean up exercise na football gala no fiada na no na to so ne memenda anapa no cooking competition na grand derby ayerebo modern afei yakosi derby grounds kase pa no eno so aba so on Sunday 12 p.m. ewo kwaso called derby grounds na bibia no tima kama enti kwaso makare say frɛ unua so frɛ unua se fiada we die ana se Easter bere mu no yenko kwaso na wade ye a mpanyin so wa ena waye yenko Franco Asoye na mentum kanka wo say de wotobia 40% discount off beguso Canada e bia na refe ena awura wa ene wo bakrom na wade bi te say Nokia phone, Samsung iPhone, smart TV, Franco air condition, chef freezers, refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blenders, CCTV camera function, monitor video anytime anywhere ni nyina no se bi ho tichima wo hia fofora kai say de woto nyina no ye to so ebra wo bo close to ojaba language shop adu mekon kofo clinic ni nkajetia ni nyina no to ade ne nto so na isakura say do die say aye de nkofo firi bi eba fie ntima fie ho enya nika ni nyina no ye 0245 316969 0560 684147 bibini Toma Plus kofo shase dia dance ne more ni nyina ne se obi anka ulcer na tra ne so ache odidi abue wani di abue obi dia gastric ulcer, duodenal ulcer, esophageal peptic, stomach pain, stomach gas, indigestion ni nyina no ulcer ni nutun natano a hankofo otire ye na system ne strong wa mesi ulcer no didi abue wani di abue na nso adi amiawani enam say droni kobo wonti ye didi heavy kakra wotime no mu a system ne strong wa se sie na afei ahotona ba no ade ho na wonso wotime pimfufuo edidi kama mo amuwo kumasa no monko Ashtown mo be hu sampa ye wo the Bita Pharmacy e wo hono mo twam wadumu a promise e ba abraha ebi e wa ha mo wonka na okanshi the Bita Pharmacy shawo all in herbal shops 0558 94 0541 337-816 Cal 362 pace ano ene nyina de twitwi yese amofra no ebi abafie enche omeko school mo school mu maba entro mo so beko ebe make sure see the Cal 362 pace ebe mo mo ne aka twa mo se yese de etwira na pa ene anwumre ni nyina ne se pese yese pa fitafita yenko se entu kwa de berada ye pese wie na akasa go bi so a yes umro ne fuse ye pese hedodom ho ehunu se konkona ne bia eni ho eno nti ne ajatum mo sanso na provision shop wa bana fe wo bebe bi atumi ato e ma no be ye maso mu a enkoto de we local sika Samara company ene de ba ye food and dust ball e de stamp no etim so 0246 86 47 98 0246 86 47 98 Fisman Ride Company Limited Chrome Hadia wono na abefo kwantempo so oka bia se bia no de hia so ba frɛ number me de be ma wo no wo towing car o de be kwa koto wa office na fame yenam digital mechanical shops kwanso na fei yetima service ne fe to dia na ye accident car repairs e injury turn ne nyampa ma overhauling body works overing spraying your air condition services ye betwa ne yopo electrical work ben na wo ho automatic gearbox no abusua e ho sai no anya mom yespeta ene ye kran na jesa sai ye wi a ye twa maintenance and general service and all cars enso ho me kan sa wo de car no ye se akonya kwanhia kohwe no ye ya enye ye ye beto scratch na fei eno nyama kra no etima koyiye edi amount eno nti kai say all types of car ene ye ho adwuma wo Kumasi branch ahodo run about between Georgia Hotel and Greco office on mo 0500 210191 0551 4988 84 na wadu honomo menko Kumasi Tanaso International Mama Abe Herbal Clinic yade de hu yade kodano abibrem amanone Ghana ha babia obi asida bi wo kone apembo masa hade menu mensa twa yade aha mensa sekesa yade je so de kwa Abe honomo ampani ampare bekono na yawrade yo watima to na de asida na komani pa o recommend hode ma wo no sanso aka sempa na de akere wo ni nyina se etwa ya bonsafo ne ba ifia de nipam begu no poke Canada ho na wo nai me say mamo nka ne nhede mo mfa ne piemra mo a me de me ka de bia se kasa na bofra ne mfo so ye ne de na nka munim se moja no emfa enhia mo wo a sa de besie odo asem nti na mo se da bi to de abofra na ba wiase a enya no osokra se de ebretia bi na fei ya hwe no si chere ne ufi a ye ka hu se sa ya de no ehu stroke bon ka ye wonsa na epo checheche wusi afrikam asmasi unante kakra wa bre yadne doso amodi njese wokwa wontime hwe Monday to Friday 7 to 5 p.m. bra wo resunsun wi asma bom paye na omo woduro ka cho say na wotwe nansa bosome ombetimi aton no yade no away 0243 ma mi abe 345 ma mi abe 392 abe 0506 460-208 na waduru Abe honomo wokọ Abe ya unko won sente frene nananam monte on me dabi wono no atumpan insecticide spray maybe say me ko na je say ma to be say miensa offices no Johnson near spray to ba hon ma ba bia no ni guo ba bia we wo ha ismasa oboa ta friend mi mfa ho so nkonsuo wontimi metena ho no mo we bo bia kase ni mu aha nwa no mu ye stubborn wontimi emomode na afei wontimi me ha adwene e wo ho enomo na de ma ne de no e ma ne ye akono ne say what the flavor friends lemon and lavender and a ye what spray we wo se me dem ho kra no mo san koto fresh bi ma me na me mfa ngu ho there bi wanya mfa so mienu obi to ketwa 400 ml no esu che nkofo ne de na auto ye no na obi nso okoto kase pa 750 no esa su cha kase no a na ni nyina de wo market no na afei we no na ne mfa so no sai eye empenu eno nti bomoden na kokuma si sokoban ebi wo ho Accra Pocus ACP takrade eye hakuna matata mese din no ye atumpan insecticide spray de aka nyina anka dem se de ogusu di ne hene ba bia be hye bibia no ntwa ne ho entumi enko eye 0553 082674 0553082607 Power Specialist Herbal Hospital and American for the war hepatitis, fatty liver, prostate enlargement, ulcer, fibroid, kidney stones. Yeah, the address SK Diaba, Muamopa, Moon liver no, a home teachmano, Monkoto, caretakers, no, and a little tree liver no, and Manyama Koye, Yapempes, Wikadimua, Bemana, Yisima, Mamano, and Unabe Hajir, Herbal Mesha and capsules, now for Yama Koye, Diamawakra, a ACP Mail Road Power Bar Stop, Kumasi Fayas, Busuntu Road, a Joya Junction, Takrade, a Naji Estate, and Hantama Bank no nimhwe 0244544422 ultimate land hub yem pass asia manso wo ho obi de etuo ebebo dima ya ma asama ko kansensemu etuo kansensemu a edi awu ye kotodi asomdie wo ho afri ultimate nsem your offices name you know Accra mo ho no monko Pantan close to Pantan government hospital no yes ye bia to ho no pay kuma se ka se Green Junction no ye bia to ho no mo ye se wo pass aso won kan but no to say shy hills a wo ba 35000 asomdie me don kata sha ho aburi ajanua and also 25000 na eko pram 65000 eno e wa Accra Chopoli 80000 mo pe kuma se de no wo pe afranchua teniye we no 120000 me ka afranchua na off to Sokoban stretch hasam and American Konkoli 1 and also wakwana so 75000 Konkoli 2 65000 chansa 50000 0241 499 946 0541 169 004 na chese enyama aye kamantino ene say bomodena ye do masema wi aye bomodena achiredi ye do bianka dem asasa na ne bono oh no dia o gazu bintimation we ya me na ya do keep out dem nka ye 5 goes
yeah that's it
and that me no na bia me na mo say ho di ase mo bo na
so ombe attend no
o mere
so among there.
Oh, okay.
But na bo home no such
yeah, okay. Pola no. Oh, yeah, at the train home. Yeah, football in the train home.
Yeah, we have
here to miss. Yeah,
it is.
That's boss.
Yes, Zach, young boy.
Me too. And Arsenal for Mateo when Kappa said, "Slide, what is lying car? The room man.
The view.
Orumo mountain nka.
The was saying, and baby.
But me say anybody one hand.
Yeah, ba owura ba.
Owura be ya.
Owura. Oh, ya dan for bi wa abuchi.
Okay.
Owura. Me boni dey say.
Anti Nelda Ntwiwa Kwatin of Basel Educational Complex.
Okay.
And only 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, very Ramufa.
Ramufa
ne papa.
Okay.
No. And that's yeah. General manager Samatex.
Yeah.
Edmonaka. So ono so eba
akasoba
akaba ono kivas.
Okay.
Na over 20 years. Born in Zankana. Ana born aka. Your friend Edna Boatima aka.
Okay.
Or University of Cape Coast.
Aka
and then when you 20 years.
Aka see much.
And then when you 20 years.
See much.
And then Edna baby, Edna
happy.
We feel papa. And the whole of the summer test from the forest.
Yes.
No, say we show.
Happy
birthday. Sanity. na se to pa Thomas I care proof for enkanche tie tie omu nyina so anopa bekini omo mbo nyina amtenche kra ayi bedru obidum bedru na bibia ya fine ti boys enkanche no obidum bi baba na Zach yengwe
so to and then in the night of the champions. Yeah, share two good games, great games in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But of course, Emirates, honor the Ghanaians, and then the Undam, the Bia Arsenal free and the Huna Mickey Charles, and the Arsenal free, the Bia, I say, Undam, the Bia, or Bia, Arsenal supporter, because, and they had a very good game against Real Madrid, winning by 3-0. Now, yeah, baby, I did miss you too. Born, my picture now, me the no. Unsa I did the USD, me to idea Yanko Pompa supporting say unima de no obini yes no okon was say on chewa. Enya de bone. Enti idea wiase. Enya de papa ne say okosua de furu bi ho. July 2023, and I declare rice of Bruno. Say Bruno, Mpacha over here for, and Bruno say more Portugal, more baby a fellow, Conta do Lago, Portugal. All me training. I say Bruno, Mr. Ambassador Bananka Menewo, a bit training na. Name you are Oyam and Tias and Pessimia, every Bruno Fernandez. It was bra. It's on your screen. We are tama na declare rice. What to Bruno Fernandez Portugal? Say Bruno, and chin you be technique. Quite fast kick a ball and set pieces in now. No, say Bruno Fernandez and chin Portugal. It will on your screen. And it's one you said because one thing is very clear. Time rice West Ham not on kick ball free kicks and no money say. Or share no call Bruno Fernandez or say Bruno Misrel. Are there minutes we are dear pie set piece and a kick free kicking we are dear pa Misrel. Maybe I'm watching me. I'm part of Bruno de Ghanaian Ecogena Parkiso. No mabo penny, no mabo, penny, no mabo, penny, no mabo. And the Bruno said the Ghanaians how to kick set pieces, you know. The Ghanaians now has become one of the best in terms of techniques and a kicking ball in the Premier League. And also in the Champions League. And Emra, we show too. Yeah, but you see Emra now. If we had a technique now, na rice use now. Ekusiano was a picture from Bruno Fernandes of Portugal in 2023, and of course Bruno and Chen acquire your first wire kicking ball. And the Bruno and the chair they can rise the technique na kicking ball. No. Bruno Fernandes and the chair no in July 2023 Portugal Abraham declared score was say on channel quite fast wa ya kick ball in general if you saw the technique ana declared use na who abakwasem at the screen so what a kick
okodi say one ho
you say off season you say off season na time no okodi no Bruno Fernandes so
but omo free kick say that
Bruno
you can right
say but say no or practice
Oko 2023 besin there.
But so Obono or the assist, Obono the assist, and from assist now to score. So from assist now to scoring. It's young boy the Carasa Basso, the technique. Born my first kick and also go for a blame goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois for war now and they say war no say on my the last person no any pony pay. The argument is such an quiet because players are able to bend the ball. It's like I said, the first player no extra pole no. Send me I say or bar for one no jumper or make me listen. Nobody should make that kind of excuses for Thibaut Courtois. Keepers most times say I don't want because the anticipation is that one or bar for one or so. Few players and let me again say me ben one because baby how you won no say oh ben ball na for one in China one ben ya ball go over. So you should be able to have the bend very well. And say bit me work careful about the ura net him. It's yambo rice abaso ni nja say try say and the Timoko to I know one ye.
Meaning that for a fact, but before we start questions about the number of free kicks of such later Bruno Wabate or Otabo Biches are.
Oh, Bruno has a lot of goals direct from free kick. This is in the Premier League. Was free kicks direct?
What are saying?
In the Premier League, was 2. The most players scored right from.
Now go goes there. Or no more 2 no jay.
So this Premier League, free kicks are direct and easy. And easy. And the Premier League in
Kwan, I not say back could be.
I was back also. I 2. This year Premier League was 2. The highest by any in the Premier League this year.
Then they go back and money at their home goats.
Also become the chum.
And Roberto Carlos.
Or no chum.
Then you teach a phone at Radi.
And so much when I know you go meet me that channel ye. And now pay the current one or available. And the one available now Bruno Fernandes. So I'm sending my picture back on Kawinjindi. If I never
just in Ghana.
Let's have a picture to so.
No picture will be until we are there.
Oh, we don't know who time now, Bruno.
Players can decide to go on holidays, go and train with other places. It's normal in Europe.
The way they
and I will so Cardi Benny who say, yeah, it all channel free kick be and say, but there's nothing that should say. Or Joby, Yamane qua, and I said, no, you decided to say, you know, then it says, Obi.
Oh, the video number one again. Oh, sir.
Oh, they tell us what shows that.
Oh, wait, a picture of the Abba.
Video no way.
Oh, many video.
Oh, send a kick,
Bakubi. Bruno. A boy, I'll say, wow, nice kick.
Fabrane.
So, then you have a video.
Then the second also dear no ba than this one.
Oh, now if you say picture, and I'm coming.
But that's a picture we do be and you intend that way as evidence.
And the
evidence
in Baba. Baku Crady, your bomber Bruno control to a certain year man or kick. The Bruno's good kick. You know, video no.
Never runs. Why is anything go?
Almost was or job. We do and embrace now, Basso. And then Meccano, I say, if there's any better time for Arsenal to eliminate Real Madrid, even though I be there. And if there's any better time for them to do it once again, now or I said this double header against Real Madrid. Yeah, they have a very strong front three. Send the current which can be as ocean 5 or big match or 3. But the football and then the behind it is how say if he's a more good attacking, you know. So ocean 2 match or 3, ocean 4 match or 5, and then the behind it is in football. There are days that Sa attack no emfa. And that was one of those days and at the Emirates yesterday against Arsenal. First half now as a born here. We said first half I am there. I said Arsenal were a bit cautious kakra. And Real Madrid were not at their best. And the first half was just not a normal game. But meaning the communication, what went on in the dressing room, or Arsenal side on because they came in a different team in the second half, like they were now attacking, showing not showing that respect to Real Madrid in the second half. They got all those goals, 2 brilliant free kicks from Declan Rice, and a very good move. Maroon third goal now. Omoya sa 3-0 now. Omoya call return leg. Yes, I've listened to that. He said they are capable of overturn that score line. 3-0. So what's a 3-0? Was made pass a 3-0. But you look at the opponent. You are playing against one of the best defensive team in the competition this season. Team Bakwa in terms of defensively, only good power Bako. Arsenal. That team now no mobile. It's an easy team. Say question 1, 2, 3 goes easy. And it's Arsenal just like that. Without Arsenal scoring some at the banner bar. And another day, Yambo Ateta Basone and Mantiano. Once again, Thomas Partey. Yankana Assembly and on a very big stage. So in the midfield of Camavinga, Bellingham, Luka Modric, Partey completing 92% of the passes. And the highest by any other midfielder against Real Madrid. 92 passes 92%. Sorry. Percentage 92% of the passes and a party complete here. It's a total dominance by Thomas Partey in that midfield and Omuya Sabon. So to some boy on Luis Kelly, it should be I say now with any kind of answer. The type of left back now Bono. I'm saying no left back. Yes. Adibako Adimas na sa now invited fullbacks Obian from the team. An ability to even in tight spaces. He will still find a way to pass that press easily, and he has been the Arsenal secret weapon in trying to say press higher. One player comfortable taking Arsenal from the press, Luis Kelly. About an airborne woman, and then I think say Arsenal did a very good job. Mekachi was Inter for no good record Alliance Arena. Answer Mekachi on
But were comfortable in the first half. No, after training and but still Inter were scoring.
Yes, I know boss. I know inside Bono. Almost very good attackers. Almost they don't need 5 and some match one back. Or no man one no not what defend it. And to share they were not creating a lot of chances, but the few that they had, no match no much on baby. And minimum what is so special about the Alliance Arena for Inter Milan, because Under can work 5 times, or maybe 3. It shows how comfortable they are at the Alliance Arena, even though because of away going in Europe, the return leg is to open. Bayern can still go to Italy and at BBM ATBC or no good result for Inter Milan.
Young quiet, so bad.
And that was an interesting day because board here a day in a goals. It's over here Champions League match. The movie out chooses so be number 3 goals. Now back also out 3 goals. There's a both matches and the fans were highly entertained. Now and yet just the aspect of goal scoring. The other part of the conversation was it was a game the goalkeepers had to be the heroes. There's a keepers were called to action. So apart from 3 goals, I wish I would have no actually 3 goals were having. It was an attacking game where keepers maybe had to prevent the scoreline from even being more than the 3 goals now you say a PM a matches. So and now I think say from one of team Sibo they were entertained because of the goals that popped up. Among neutral fans, they be your support to team were free our cotton also no they were highly entertained.
They neutral.
Neutral fans.
The team were free there.
But what will be a
free.
Okay. The fan say neutral not enjoy against for no. Against no baby and I bet you whether you enjoyed or not. But I think say the aspect of football match it for sorry Jerome so bomb semema players. Emma free stadium echo feel with something positive, with a great memory, It looks like both matches in Amai. To David Fratesi go no say and how he scored the goal, you see, we will be our coach now. We will be out on a TV a chimpo share ball now. What do you need to be feel because football, which is meant to entertain a fans. Now you are dream free. Bibi a cost so stress be our cost no. These 2 Champions League matches a befitty one major advantage of watching football. Now so to enra matches no man kasa. Now starting free Emirates. But when I catch you say and Emma me and be decide the match no. I talked about the Madrid defense which this season I have a problem. And so too in an attempt to break down for listeners to understand no. Me catch them say Madrid in the 4-4-2 system with Mbappe and Vinicius, especially when they don't have the ball. To Madrid in Kuta ball now, almost defensive unit in a 4-4-2. Now, almost set it up, Sana. The first weakness of this 4-4-2 without the ball defensive system near say Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Junior Mstoto. They don't press. I say your attackers be or her without the ball. They press the defenders to block the passing options of who defender now person started the build up. But some team they don't do that. And unfortunately, apart from some personal, I'm some form any form of blocks. So it is very easy to skip the first line of Real Madrid defense in Vinicius and Kylian Mbappe. So easy. And then I'm still to share ball now. Because you can count the number of times Vinicius and Mbappe press it high, creating what we call a turnover. Our Arsenal for final third. And the Arsenal players had the chance to start their build up with ease. Now the unfortunate thing I know, Mr. Tome Kanye say, with Luka Modric, all are DFN experience. Modric, he's a controller. He calmed down the game. But so Kosia, a midfielder, two of your players and contribute to the defense of the game instantly. Modric, in terms of screening and protecting chances, opponent, in this case, Arsenal be created against the defense. Mr. Modric intimate say Edgeman. And then now it's a hair ball. Now you show the defensive structure of Madrid. Now to say Tokyo them. So in as much as conversation makes Arsenal share 3 goals, 2 a free kick, we forget that Arsenal are 11 shot on target and goalkeeper friend Courtois to omeki 8 saves our game and Madrid team na the 2 ono. So checking ratings of players player and ratings score so far was Thibaut Courtois despite conceding 3 goals. That should tell you say the defensive organization of Real Madrid, Arsenal for finding a way around it. It's a free kick, but they created chances. They had shot on target, and Courtois conceded 3 goals. Was even the hero of the day. But there were moments, Alaba a goal line clearance. Now at the same time, Courtois as well signed double saves in one attacking sequence. While the Madrid defense, they were not picking the second ball, they were not stopping the third ball, and even the first ball in that attacking sequence. So the Madrid defense, the defensive structure, completely off. Now, so to idea about question about Arsenal and run here, say, you boss Saka didn't want common years, but how the Arsenal midfield won the battle? Saka, Alaba, and Jude Bellingham are a factor. No two. And no game, Jude Bellingham had to support Alaba to create a 2 versus 1 against Bukayo Saka. It means that Jude Bellingham, the attacking threat, the midfield presence, but the central zone of the midfield, and now because he needed to support Alaba, and that isolated Camavinga and Luka Modric for Arsenal to have a 3 versus 2 in the central midfield. Now, so to Miguel Moreno, and now I catch it, say, Obaba number 9, but unjina faku. A do dear, Obaba can't Odegaard who will feel. I'm a Jumana Eddie, Eddie Ama Club of Madrid. Into so to Enradia. It looks like tactically the position of the players, the structure of the Real Madrid team, Arsenal completely defeated them, and Yababo Party Abaso. Yababo Declan Rice Abaso for that excellent free kicks to Obo and Ra. And to some extent, Madrid were even lucky with the scoreline nearby because it could have been more than that. Zaki Tabo Luis Kelly Abaso too, so I won't go into it that much. But then Ra also neutralize Rodrigo. I'm here who the attacking threat of Rodrigo. But so to check Madrid team now, it has been coming. Nebo Boba. They're not ka Obia. Or taking advantage of his chances and the fine margins of the game. Sociedad scored 4. Valencia scored 2. And when you watch their game against Atletico Madrid, it was pure individual brilliance that saved Madrid. Madrid near Atletico. So check Rodrigo go now. Madrid for the ball right one almost switch a call left. A pure individual brilliance or taking a chance to share first goal. So check Brahim Diaz go now to share against Atletico Madrid now. Diaz now dancing away through the Atletico Madrid defense to score a goal. But in terms of creating chances, putting enough pressure on Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid and Timmy Anya Saadiano in the 2 matches of the Atletico Madrid boy. So they've been dropping. And during the business end of the league, you expect Madrid to push, they've been dropping. And Arsenal and Ra a punish from every angle. I'm so to over here some no my idea. Young boss na baso pa. Now I'm so to Inter Milan Bayern Munich. And right in a case buyer for us chances. But I'm so to the issue of character. SIA you may be. And and we are doing Thomas Muller a free bench better.
No,
so say or free buyer this season.
No free buyer.
Yes. Into a free buyer. So we don't know.
What about that?
Baby from now. But so to experience what movements. And they were creating the chances on the buyer better can at the moment. Now, so to team, I'm a catcher say Inter and a buyer. Me who say Inter in free Germany with a defeat. I said it point blank because Masha Bayern Munich team na. Me to me who that experience no almost no. There is a problem with Harry Kane. He's a wonderful goal scorer. At least one of the best we've seen in this modern era. But to in big matches, Oyerepa. The story of Harry Kane. England finals or Marco Nina. But to you, Harry Kane womb. The World Cup in 2018, he scored 6 goals. But it drew a Bruno. The goals were not coming. And this season, he's been involved in 50 goals. 39 goals scored, 11 assists. But now, a night back one. Or we hear their number 9 to do the finishing. Mr. Otuo, he was shooting blinds. Issue of character. And the Inter team, the man from Diagro. Coach of friends, Inzaghi, were building Inter team no. From every angle, solid defense. Very difficult to score against them. So to show more against Manchester City. That time, that City in drop you. The ball 0-0 no. And after that game, and I'm phone said there be Inzaghi say on your and people started paying key attention to the Inter Milan team. And then would they be able to complete the deal in Italy? So I believe so. Because the team no. Bayern Munich will have no other option than to attack them. And also the way they are, the use of wing backs and the finishing of Lautaro Martinez in the penalty box presence, will tell me the panel. Barcelona will beat Dortmund in today's game. I'm going for a straight win for Barcelona. Zutu say a P over 2.5, somewhere around a 3-1 win for Barcelona, a 2-1 win for Barcelona. I will not be surprised. I don't see Dortmund say because any form of fear at the tier hands inflict him. But we to match back one. About the pie PSG ne Aston Villa game. Nobody should write Aston Villa off. Nobody should write them off. Born now PSG born. And then nipa back one me person me share so bit me aboa. Emiliano Martinez. But if he gets a good game, because he will be so instrumental about him. I see Aston Villa sitting back, and I see PSG creating numerous chances. So Emiliano Martinez to me koye the Allison koye eni bina. Why hot na better na near cancer for? Omenim hono. The experience of my ado omenim hono. These are players that can decide games within a twinkle of an eye. I'm talking about Aston Villa anymore. And the more player, when you push more players up front, they will catch you on the break. And Rashford and Ashraf Hakimi will be an interesting battle. I'm to Ebehe. And to me, the game changer, Emiliano Martinez. Okay. If Martinez in a bad game, a bad disaster. But if he can show up, and the Aston Villa defense can defensive masterclass, the combination of Italian football and the Spanish football now, una Emre Bonomu to me yes na. But to why share a sad story for coach. I'm France. I'm focusing on the goalkeeper and the defensive arrangement of Aston Villa. Moto PSG will dominate. PSG will create more chances. And on the face value, it's supposed to be a simple win for PSG.
It's not going to
but the point is, if the defense, and my focus here, Emiliano Martinez, the Allison Koye, ombonu so timi ye bia PSG for na me hu say sometimes they lose concentration where chire ho and to be so to the PSG matches are opponents are scoring moto opponents are scoring against PSG just double team shot of 4 so PSG to concede and now NC they concede one goal 2 goals 1 goal they are conceding but the point normally relies on how you will prevent them from scoring. Liverpool prevent them from scoring on first league, you know. And have Elliot any one moment, one chance. If Aston Villa can do that, which I believe they have the materials to do that. Depending on how Una Emery born the ball.
That's it. Thank you. Correct.
And what they saw the
say second leg still
Emfa.
Nti ama say ma
Emfa. Yeah. Emfa. Nti mo. Na Madrid zaki to mo yebida. Yeah. Yeah, baby. I'm now in ya. I'm going to say you be 3. And I do better 3. And I'm mad say 2 goals count. David. They advantage Real Madrid.
Nice still.
Arsenal ko semi-final. Nti monto margin enyi we Madrid chitania say need the confidence we enyi
one red card and the story will change.
Obey enyi na red card we Madrid do be I see Bibian we Arsenal in the semi-final. Say boy na a boy, the boy who a boy. Now who's the team no better than scoreline return leg so, but it's not this Real Madrid side. And no game na no obed. Bibian will say Real Madrid will 10 scoreline against Arsenal or Santiago Bernabeu. Yes, Bernabeu is the home of the Champions League. Home at Real Madrid that make a lot of history by turning some scoreline, putting some clubs in difficulties. And it's man. But Semi Anamedi Kanka said this season, a season, Bibia Chelsea Madrid Beko trophyless. Omu win La Liga, Omu win Champions League, and they won't win the Copa del Rey. It's clearly 2024-2025 season, a trophyless season for Real Madrid. Maybe anywhere befa. Maybe anywhere I'm to Ebema Real Madrid, any trophy this season. You're giving muka krebi. Na anopei yentimi ninkomo enyi Mikel Arteta ene Thomas Partey free conversation nimu when him say the British media ne there it's all about Declan Rice because Omar de no and Enra will share 2 classic free kicks because stage near 1 opponent are only boy 2 having the confidence to defeat the stage and opponent to there unique big players to do it akana South Africa can net no ka wo the body be now goa the first question you ask yourself Ronaldo be na Messi be na bo free kick ashana but he Declan Rice 1 Arteta do so her first half ni pa Madrid had a chance in the first half. Yeah. Mbappe. Yeah. Nini na a chance anka. You expect to say Kylian Mbappe the ball number 2 and then the man Madrid in those chances no. And even around the 58th minute, a chance in the second half. This is how Arsenal approach game no in the first half. Madrid as a club, Zoto. Their strength in the possessive football under Carlo Ancelotti. Their strength is their quick transition. Especially finding players who
Vini Junior and Kylian Mbappe. It's Uye coach. At the end about him, how do you Kwame na first way defend against sa players so many briketu? Obako man to man marking and also be defend this space. Man to man marking he say see Bobo na ma Kylian Mbappe ani na gina ho. Ye Bobo na ma Vinicius Junior oni na gina ho. Space ne dey space ne say ball ne ye ball e tokro bi ne de ball ni wam. Sa tokro na ye de ball ne ko fam na Mbappe di betum rika no. Sa space na be wa so ko defend. It will show Arsenal in the first half. Man to man marking, especially Saliba and Kylian Mbappe. Ateta Mamuko defending space. It's clearly in the first half between the two sides. Moments before Arsenal threaten Madrid. Dangerous areas like the 6-year boss, even the 18-year boss, with some few crosses from Bukayo Saka. But Ushe Ekwana Madrid taking advantage of Arsenal defenders, especially their centre back Saliba, poor defending. I will locate spaces no, and Madrid taking advantage of it. Then you first half Madrid and share. Arsenal team continue more. Raya, I a good save from Kylian Mbappe in the second half. And Ateta done and sa. A Kwaben or done and sa. After the young man to man marking. Saliba ni Mbappe ni, Timber ni Vinicius Junior ni. The moment I best stop with these players no, so who stop with Vinicius? Now stop with Kylian Mbappe. You will be a friend Jude Bellingham. You will be a friend Luka Modric, and you will be a friend Kamavinga. Because some players seems to come master me. Or more rely on the service of their midfielders. Jude Bellingham, Modric. It's where in the second half, anytime be a Modric beige ball and now Jude Bellingham beige ball no, Arsenal doesn't press them. But Omo make sure say they will take Vini and Kylian Mbappe out of the game. It will be now de bano. Bellingham nye Ronaldinho. Bellingham nye Messi. No aka say Obabe take Arsenal defense ni nyina off. No aka bobo de atonet. Ono wajibo a odan ne ho ba ko mienu miensa. O hwe se Mbappe betu mika, ana Vinicius betu mika, no pass board ya momo. And Modric so to send ne nwa yemre. And this is first Modric. No. This was a decision of a coach. Oko game numa no washe Madrid team no. Say you could defend this space and second half you come man to man marking. And I want to count the number of touches I've been in the game because of the excellent marking of Timber. On say you maybe why bobo na. You know my go have born the energy and born at too. But we first na born tonet no. So to know maybe see what park so and about tonet. Vini is dangerous, Mbappe is dangerous, Saliba in a frame, Timber in a frame, Kwame na Real Madrid so ko shego bim in the and good for Arsenal. Thomas Partey am born di kan Ateta hono. So to onya a free day to control the game. There be ameka sa asem we. Madrid team no. Their best midfielder is Fede Valverde. He is the most complete midfielder in the Madrid team. And then the man will complete. So we Chouameni is in China. Madrid midfielder is no more. Luka Modric defensively is weak. Valverde, Kamavinga, in discipline. Jude Bellingham defensively is not strong. The strength is attacking. But offer Fede Valverde. Defensively he is good and also attacking is good. Even when Madrid they ball against teams no more on the low blocker. Madrid midfielders no more winning in ano. We are not witnessing Luka Modric or 2018, 19, 16, 15, 14. You were 2025. Modric you for 10 years. And 9 more than the boss short long range they be the be. But so we need team ball and Madrid need team ball. Nothing me decide to city deep. And now so be block all my attackers no from creating space. I'm a member feders in the past. There is only one midfielder among the Real Madrid midfielder because to bet me shoot from any angle. A 2-year coach. Now was how good we are. I didn't have one right back. And with the experience of Carlo Ancelotti in the Champions League, no 90 we say no. big coach onye sa mistake no it will share Thomas Partey oje bo a obi am press no Modric and 9 away Bellingham nyane adwuma no Kamavinga ono no obo defenders no nti Partey nya abotre e kire ba bia ball ne nko yemfa nko right yemfa nko left yemfa nhye mfimfin and Onana dictated the tempo of Arsenal play. Quality defensive midfield display from Thomas Partey. And I mean how you classify Thomas Partey. So a defensive midfielder or a register. Because and you man who expect a defensive midfielder to do Thomas Partey. Bona no bono. At say you Sergio Busquets and Andrea Pirlo at that same position. The ball distribution. It was a complete game from Thomas Partey. The Clarice free kick now, Mr. A be a punoni. Ayana Sanyomano, a individual quality. That's not fine strategy, and I don't know. Say, while they were struggling with punishing Real Madrid through corner kicks, because Osha they go for first free kick in the buyer, a Bukayo Saka, and a withdraw. Alaba didn't be finfi. And Ocean intention in a time no crabona, and for Arsenal to get a free kick. And say about free kicker closer to Madrid 18-year boss now. And no table Otuo-Acheampong. And who Chelsea about corner kick because most of Arsenal corner kicks in Yano. Or move into opponent in 6-year boss. No more body cause 6-year boss now because of the height and the size of table Otuo-Acheampong. So to know a pino abesum. It's young finding another way to punish Real Madrid through set piece. And only free kick nearby no. So we take the Clarice. I see coach and say on cross on go prim. Odegaard captain can the same thing here no. Bukayo say massa bet me abo. And oh boy, so to look at the kill. Say we a right-footed player. Quite far so ball na ball na nam one on right-footed players in me mo. It's the two free kicks no. The best among them was the first one. Quite far so chia ball no. For Real Madrid won, and people are blaming Thibaut Courtois. Who the keepers 100 to join the same position, board and home. I don't know. This might be Arsenal best Champions League performance. A better than was it 204, 205 or 205, 206. Now we go share Inter 5-1. So we will compete with, but over the pedigree of the two clubs, I think in Arsenal history, this is Arsenal best Champions League night football. I almost share Real Madrid 3-0. Real Madrid team names so to adeba ko na ye clear. E team e concede. Nti ye kan so mo be dane score line no. Real Madrid betimi a share 3 goals here the game no extra time. E wa bla Arsenal shegu ana there be. Not possible. That was an big matches from Arsenal Enra. Ewo eye Emirates Sports Stadium. Inter there some akase. They say Arsenal between the winner of Aston Villa and the PSG.
And Inter ne ban.
There be Arsenal between the winner of Aston Villa and the PSG. Inter ne ban Munich between the winner
Arsenal shit Real Madrid.
Arsenal eliminate Real Madrid.
How's over train next as there. There's a second leg to be played.
Oh say I say saying Arsenal no, okay Arsenal be ko semi final no. Easier chain Inter ne Bayern Munich no. So what them say easier because of scoreline Arsenal they be ko return leg. I no 3 no.
Arsenal they no say Zakito is against Madrid.
Then
I say Madrid ocean 3 cry.
Oh.
And PSG Aston Villa rather. Oh. Okay.
Emubako and as somebody can so catch us say some Munich krumo no ye bia e be Champions League go final no home no the obeji Champions League final no Munich the obeji bia no e new winner. Okay.
PSG o ma di bida. PSG
new winner.
PSG nje. Na rusan PSG kan ho. Adure wo mu na muti anymore. We all have been in Nigeria.
Inter Milan there is Otuo. me share teams na aka o Champions League ni ma maka say their defensive display and only the trump card of Inter Milan e Champions League ni mu this season wa bomodian wa bypass Inter back 5 no you to say o sa bypass so ma bi and only story course we nra e Munich do won say Bayern to me find a way to split the Inter back 5 Augusto, Damien, Archie, Pavard, Baxoni. That's what my baby Ibo need a few. But the main interview when they say,
goalkeeper.
Very underrated.
He's never been accorded the deserve you.
Say,
he has always been good.
And when you say, you
Bani didn't matter.
And never, so, oh, papa,
and the competition there was a big one. Where he was against a big man himself. But even at Inter, he has always been good.
Because on the one.
Omuma go to no.
Why?
Like you told me.
They will not have phone go find about.
Only Onana and
Onana phone go find. Onana phone go find.
And Donovic, he was also a good one. But Omunano, as I know, Nana was Onana and Kwakomo go find. On chat the two baby free. Now Switzerland, they better never because Switzerland goalkeeper in Buda. And the national team.
And Bayanka.
He's been good.
And to just imagine, say, or you're Brazilian, or you're French, or you're Italian, or you're English, or you're Germany. The media hype that he will enjoy. But Onyas Adia. Adia may team near who near 72. So we defend it. No more to break you attack, no more jibbo if you sema. A combat fast war attack on, and no na ehun. It would have Lautaro Martinez first goal. Look at their quick transition. Marcos Thuram Fabon, they do not in the position to shoot. And no ball on the bench. And a Lautaro Martinez. A share Trevera. Portugal needs it Trevera. Brazil needs it 3 draws. The two Sabo now, boy, who said, and I need a friend Catis. Oh, okay. And I need a friend Catis. Aha. And no, oh, boy. Ona no okwa ona ni sei. The two so the ona na ye. Na onanso ano me nsape na timi touch ball no. The 4th and the 5th timi touch ball no. 3 no. Na o chia ni sei. Mo chakatis.
Catis. No, wa mugata.
O ne bo bo na
French and English. Catis.
Ya na fast atem ni ne nam. Na so bo
Catis ba.
Say on say Portugal for now, omo friend Trivera. And one player no you famous with how I will see Bobo no. Ricardo Quaresma.
Yeah.
Into the confidence to even you to be you soon no sa announce one me no e dey abobo into the net no e show the quality Lautaro Martinez wo as a center forward. When you have such a player in your team, there be a double umpire and say, let your defense no more defend you. Woman 3, obeshemu 2. And I did a coin in the say, this is an experienced Inter Milan side. A lot of experience. And their midfield is one of the best in the game. Especially one player that be above midfielders was Nicolo Barella. He is there with any top midfielder in the game. Etinye team amzoto. Say he underrated omo. Me makase if there is a club to stop Barcelona from winning the treble this season, Inter Milan. They will find a way to defend against Bayern Munich. Get results ebe mo qualify. And Barcelona will Dortmund. They will meet them. And teams are Barcelona no ma bonyina no. The man here when he say, Obiani wa Mizoto, not even Atletico Madrid, and they defend better than Inter Milan. And on one attack, say clinical to say Inter attack no. Tinema Champions League maker say Inter for ne there. The 2-1 here. Final number jina ho. But mom no mbebo no, and there be a problem more. And the match is neka krebi. Villa ko France akobo against PSG. You will teams who are comes to show more Champions League. Te say Arsenal share Real Madrid na komo qualifier. Kin ya say Arsenal akobo against PSG and say Aston Villa no atena na commercial no. Because we share Real Madrid that was a Champions League. We share Liverpool, was a grade A club in the Champions League. Especially was a quality Liverpool from Anfield.
And grade A no say one people.
Oh, Zaki to the channel. So no baby the Manchester for you know na o ye baby the Manchester for national care kasansem. Enti the PSG team against Villa. Ade ma PSG hu ni say. So omoji ball ne ball ma we frustrated. How long? And I'm so Villa bet me defend there to frustrate PSG team no. And aside that, so what attack Woma? You to mo ball no move to half. It doesn't take them more than 5 seconds. And it's not like a team of mobile a standing center forward. Albert Yaka say ultra senior runs. Their front will be a Tumrika, Bakola, Kwaraskelia, Dembele. Obia Yamikatuni.
Omo boys be on bench. Say do.
Aquano. Omo na be man afi no. Omo say agro na esi. But
omo na be share Croatia for no. Omo national team second leg no.
Na adiaba kwa Villa dey ko game no say they have a certain player or call France or try to find a way to punish PSG. Maybe a club or no bono might be a factor, but player and the sign Marcus Rashford. Only say 2 times I wako honya na no. The two. O wini game club or never go. Was it 2019? 2 years after 2019 was ako obi social team no. Was ako she winning goal. Eti who was our player will be psychologically supporters of Moti Stadium. Our mobile support home team. PSG, any PSG near club now. Anytime Rashford will touch a ball, hey, acquire the one here near the Asamoba. But I think based on the Juma Luis and Rikaye from December, between the two coaches, Unai our experience, even though winning Champions League, no, by Europe's second most important competition, he's the most successful. He is the most successful in the Europa competition. You never Champions League, you know. And then if a club is able to beat Bayern Munich and found say in home, or standing a chance of beating PSG, but baby, I have no problem.
Now, some of us are a big one, baby. Bayern Munich can go. They won another big game. No, Mumbo, you know. Bayern go. Oh, okay.
So, baby, I have no problem. They say, for how long? I don't bet me a defender. Against PSG, I'm to Tommy Benya results. Inti Yema PSG 3-1. That was our game now. Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund. I'm not sure, but Dortmund will surprise Barcelona. This is a Barcelona team, they know how to score. Aside, Omo how to defend now. Omo defending is how to press you and take the ball away from you, not the shape of the team. Omo allow you to create chances, especially be to Omo highliner. But you better be said and say. You bet you can game we are to everybody no. On the score sheet, Yehu Rafinha, Yehu Lewandowski, Yehu Lamine Yamal, answer na Derby. It's with these 3 attackers. As at night, you say, ye team be our defense as stop your in Europe. It's advantage Barcelona. Possibly it will be a 2-0, and I said no class. You bet me enya maybe a 3-0. And the game necessary 3-1.
Right, senior. I call my member of this year, and me for win 2 January to Emre team with the commander my wife.
My tea brew.
My wife.
Why did you woman that?
Number that Moses GF from Rana.
I understand on back.
Yeah, as almost Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's a quite be or why. Yeah.
I seen a gazelle.
And some near corner are no day. And yes, I'm running there. And quite be a down be I see a test. Now you because one test here when you.
But it means I never hospital, yeah, best alternative medical hospital in Africa. You say more stroke, and you do a woman some yard can among Sheikh Amin Bonsu. Our track record say a bat saya de Remudia. Ewa dimu akutinanya international awards enye or try ape matra makwe we prove no ho se ampa nyame de ayaresa tumi amano stroke awo munsem nyina monwe Emin Scientific Hospital ye onu makuma du nu nan ne akiri Ghana baaji atum se esayare ahodo bebre nti ade bi how aye kwankra bra Emin Scientific Hospital ye over 18 branches and our Ghana ha ohuba inche ewo bolga wa baby ni akra takra de tamale atebubu nkoko sunani ho sefi de bi so hoyi ho nyina Kumase your number is 0277001234 and now fre 0277001234 ebejo so na yahwe kwan ye de so obefa so na 0241 367349 0241 367349 oko ya so ye wo atwema techiman Kumasi akwada so fo ase kwa so no ane se odu so fola taxi driver for no mo nyina be traffic bosumi frehu rural bank PLC ene yuguso e ka man for se so be so ye saving so be so disikasi current account to be so ye fixed deposit ni nyina ye sikanji share ana se susu savings account ana special account ana joint account mo kan bum ana se trust account ni nyina no ye bi e wo ya so ye ope bosian so ye maybe susu loan ho micro ana group loans your overdraft agric loan bonanza loan and a business commercial loan bosian de tretre ye dwuma nyina no adwuma no ato apen achechi akakra ko bosume fra ho rural bank na ne omo enkodi nkomo or say buy shares and become part of our growth and success today. Your head office on Shayem number 2 and free horse why you were siwa asafo. You were the Shimai or Bojusan, we all be quiet. O tafo and amronto. A one in your branches or you were e-banking. Over dial star 992 hash. Star 992 hash. And as a 0548 533 050. 0548 533 050. And as 0243 600 002 0243 600 002 near Kwafi grow fine ya no ape grow fine ni binam se wonuma 12 tv de dia fe so namnes ye na yititi ni ade ni ebem na ko you can nam krum grow fine for otanum grow fine eboa necessary vitamins ebeboa mo otimi anyini kama na afi ya de so enta inshisha okwam Missy Heba, Colina Keba, ye Smart Heba, Frediman Seba, Apidang, Ninano, Yen Rebu, who can and to be named Krum, and also about digital Heba Clinic, Kumasa Makumran about her. I want a group fine for you, Butu. Your number in here 0244596532, 0244596532. Grow fine makes you grow fine. Captain.
Dodo.
Ajingo, Mbacho.
So, as it sources close to the Ghana Football Association have indicated that the leadership remains unfazed by mounting pressure to amend the regulation on club withdrawals. They maintain that the rule was duly passed during Congress without objection and therefore see no immediate reason for revisit. Someone has seen here came. Say if indeed the people you catch them. Oh, I can't see me. I say pressure and some here no Sambrano. To see we what can see any. Emra se club withdraw. Club you only more yebiano. Say don't na kotokofoni abro ho. I see here king. Say the me boa won tie.
O ko tunu but that's o nyanka na se.
Oh nyan say senior no nyam rebi so too. Say senior me kan sama enya sana that representing the total. O twi ma me kra. On obi de ogbajika na wono ne de we so too. Etino the omni say so to per the sources no air catch them no se
no cross Congress clubs nyina wo ho ana mo kwaji tu mu say club be in the event of the season or withdraw from the league mo team bia oni mo ye bia no ye be award na se be reward team no 3 points to wa no about the remaining the same so then Kotoko or any other person there any right to challenge the FA or tell the FA say if you know majuma you go fufu bia yes yes ni national mo kotena se the class mo kotena se a na e de aba rule so to una congress ko
the man here dey kakra ma me say Kotoko for na e cancer
pay you know first me no nanka
and I said what is it say go
general outcry
before I bet my address no what on grounds let's say like on argument and saying and sana and can be
but I go phone free say because of Tinia
is that the argument
the argument is that they feel say teams now more na 3 points no they are not in terms with the FA the will feel say if there's a proper way on betting Aqua, say be a best point all the points from teams are going to win every man. Come okay than say be especially baby any go stars ever match with Sometymer. Only a direct competitor to Asante Kotoko as far as this league is concerned. You have more 3 points. If you know as soon as comes to now make us a main fan count. They can't want the next argument. They go stars at that top as far as the league is concerned. Kotoko no only 2 points and no more 3 points in the fridge. I don't count, you know. And they can't hold their Kotoko end up top go start at that top and na Kotoko person betty House of Folk Zoto and Kotoko 6 points separating them now they come about 3 points they have a match against House of Folk and Kotoko free say these teams are on due advantage over one more Sometymer akwa omo lose if you come for lose they believe say it wasn't a proper way she said that was name I'm league competitive. Because sitting here, me ne Kotoko ya adwene, and will be a worker be adwene. But once a yambra, and I'm quite another one share, and a team's Kotoko team be as well as team be more object to say the every 4 year canoe. So then, as you allow money cost, and my yambra, and yet after I'll quote to your advantage, you know, and after because you go some and then I will use integrity. So to take a benefit here, and as I say, more cano on a benefit here and come back as a argument here. Argument that I'm sitting here, can sit in the window penny. What can be aware of the worker and the present amount. And anybody, some of us, look from day one. So to me, so to that, I will on to say, and the people say, or something that was agreed at the Congress. And I must my body say, so the Congress due to Mudia because the Congress is it the highest decision making body of the FA, right? Now say the executive council number. But on to that, you know. But the Congress has agreed to that. And now the Congress document in the year Juma. And the Congress in the car, you know, a quite team the first one free so I perfectly agree, say it was what I meant as a club. AB has come to 2 year after the incident, you know. And come make a working. Mejitu mu say the point that being the protocol officers being the FA no adwena ankohoro say Sometymer akwanto mbetutuo eniem ebetimi ato wo ntia say so pe certain security dem mo anya sade no eno the next 30 wo adem de because after a while kofa abante ekuro mu kofa ekuro mu kakra che wo bi di moto chase wo no that's why on ba those wo free say no situation no so mo to aso kwankro from ma eno krofo kru no do mo nam ahia na asem beba eno mo that decision by a decision reversible no so once Congress has agreed I beg of everybody all can say you don't blame the FA because your Congress no and a Congress made up of the clubs no and I'm na mo jitu na mo de yejuma unless there's any
question no say indeed if Kotoko was our position they may have grounds but say you have not discussed their grounds. I said, because the Omo Enina Sono anything. Oh, no, you want me and say, yes, Siminti, yes, some run. I want to believe, say, grounds, Omo, an argument that they think will support the position.
Okay.
Maybe so I say, yeah, as for instance, almost as maybe there were different classes of argument.
Okay.
Obisi okay, me faka, and I'm a call. So I say, man. Nem tua winning me ko say nem tua winning bonus na me yes me ko kra no me nya accident na jubi me am to me tie me ko that tema te ka say nje chep ya ni obi a point am osisi me so what I say obi so say na ball obi mo obi there ye the points man saying or more ka onye hwe enti bi akotoko e resist asem officially. And I hope maybe one of these days, maybe they will. So
that is why maybe say,
I am Randy, I am Mary.
I'm not with my advancing this argument over there. Now, maybe I change this decision, but you never do that. Every time I say, take that Congress is serious. The representation of the Congress, so he understands Emrano. I've heard. I'm trying to Congress as let's say this request to say the reason why this MRA was amended no na emfa Premier League no na NCO Premier League and at that time it was more of a Division 1 asem because na team bia em free Premier League na mafia na course Division 1 so league no course wa na team bia ko she team be to hu say wono o we dada the one that is box say withdraw from the league the old text the old regulation no say if you withdraw the expunge points and then bia me ma show home na just expose free war ma be she no maybe I would there obi a wonya 3 points for the free team no ma be she say withdraw ni enti on 6 points in free let on take advantage no that qualify for premier. Okay. And they were doing that to distract Division 1 and necessitated this amendment of Sir Otis to discourage some of no. And the end say about the points team no about the points now. And even the old one no. Still people were
again. Cure the old one. Because I'm going to with my son, unna more so in a so they never cured the mischief.
And in the old one, the old one no the problem. New ones no the problem. Because old one knows.
But they say I am now.
Uzenka, maybe said Mr. To Lanka senior more strength should rather go on how the team now should win the matches and win the league because at this moment nobody can change the laws.
Difficult.
This is that's good. A bit not that's a Congress. And the Congress will be so after.
See, as I can say. And go for AGBO.
I want you go.
Obina go Yari.
I say, no.
No, the and what did now? I had the table.
I will do. On the withdraw and Rano Osha, Tembiano, you will quite fast 20, which a money yet more. Oh, withdraw on what means. And then a day withdraw one on so buy. Yes, a ordinary said, Bia, only what you want was say, oh, ya register war, ya wabe share association, ya rules and regulations. And God, they will
argument.
Now,
see, more discuss.
On what grounds?
That would go away, you. Yeah, and yet, you would draw an priority.
Yes, a special drawer.
Oh, we go on what grounds?
I'm not a team with you.
I'm running to me and say more. Therefore, I'm telling you that there is no law in this country to supersede national one. Because we be back now on just here. About national.
Hey, they got to
yes.
Senior into
yes. If
senior into
Sir Momrano and Yama be
who seek interpretation.
Oh, yes. And only the final one. Because
my football more.
Woman. and Kalaji Gruza near you film crank catch. Kalaji Gruza no film. I am not some yet, can you but
senior mamma advice, Kakra.
Yeah.
Ugo court, a remark of association.
Oh, yes.
Near Busam, whether you were part of those who made this law.
Yes.
Smoke court, no so among Tomo Boissy.
Now that there be a mere Kofaba Mumdi for the beer.
Ah, okay. Omafa plan that.
Yeah, Kofaba Mumdi for the because and I make us a Mrebian will supersede national one. I then I'm a question Mrebi say, a man dear, to Adeba Quaba Mrani say. Maybe I know I Shemra will be up and so. Of course, a ban, so I say, Emra Sha. A bayam will be a baby. Sana Mrati. Nana Mrakran down. The just will be answering Agina. And Mrabebre will come on for TMO.
They will be TTM.
So I say, Mrabebre will come on for
coffee as ever.
Stage now was a scene. I know. Stage now was a scene. A stage, I may feel say, Kotoko concentration should be on matches now. And there's a good anything I'm here. Yeah, you. Kotoko concentration, come matches now. Can I come back for so much matches now? On Benya more points.
Win the
oh, maybe dear, Mr. Seriously. So, Cassie analyze it. Emrana, make us say, loopholes never on the door. But stage, yes, stage now was a scene. Stage now was a scene, dear. And you know, the causes an amababi favor. It can't be possible.
Eh, but so Caribbean. Oh, time they can send to we are so.
I'm sure this is what is likely to happen. Most as Santico to a club and stay focused. They will not associate themselves with going to court. Because a court as football club, they won't mean court. As football club, Nankasano, but your represent will be to me in your interest.
Now, if that club will say whether you support the court.
So because I don't support it. But no,
so you are not interested party.
No, every fan is an interested party in something.
There are a lot of examples. If the club does not support the cause, usually case and the offer chairman is on the own somehow. Anyway,
that is what is likely to happen.
Okay. That is what will happen, and not likely to happen.
That is what will happen.
Okay.
The staff one be connect no pen the net ho.
No more bobo.
No more boss. No the no.
Anyi ya na so makọ he no. Ya no we.
But me so what you say now. No be another side o mo be he. But say be fan dey. Eno na make our promise say me share the gidi o mu say be fa. Say na mra na.
But senior ojuju senior na o gidi o mu.
Some
senior gidi o mu pa. Because mra dey. One test here nya juma. Senior. Na me mo ni amonka ni nyina no me ni hiam say eda kwesti ada ye dom no. Ebe ba be she baba ya sports stadium ma.
Kwesti against one.
Ye ni bichim. Ya ye ni enua no bichimfo. Enti kwan bia
so omni go start lobo.
Ye ne wo mo to be. And the supporters no so na be boa ye ama ye timi a che bichim. And the support na ama ye say ye chitafo. Bo no ye show ye pelig no so age. And nti na sa mra yi ni nsensem a ekoba nyina ye kan watsem. Because league ye page ni ntra. And nti no ensesa wo tena fie do nsa che o demri fam. Na oma ye koba na abusa ye se na ye bo.
As a win all matches.
Hey, win all matches.
And you win the league.
And I win all matches. No, so bad. It's supporters. What is the good of football? And the supporters no na beboa. I'm here winning all matches. And it's what time fear now we more. And you best say ye chita for.
And you feel go to one house. Go to one house. The move.
Match beer to say that you big. Match beer where you beer to say you big. Because of one more yes senior. Or someone or ye na on sign any na womia or transfer ye. And the time be an say you look forward.
Okay.
Because we have go start buya. One more tired do papa. It's a yibiano or mobitiki.
Okay.
They say I'm right Kenya to be Ghana football Muama Bruni Biama. See, I'm a dear. wɔn bɛ fire ho edwene nyinaa ne sɛ ɛsi ɛgye yɛ matches
saa point de ɛnyɛ wɔn di akɔ pɛsɛ week
mistake kan fɔ yɛ ne sɛ saa week no let's not make it like say week na ɔwɔ gye points kɔtɔ wɔn so bɔ match wohyɛ asa wɔn so kɔ ɔsɛ nkɔfɔ I'm making mistake with that thing for example week na kɔtɔkɔ has ɛbɛnya 3 points free 3 points no kɔtɔkɔ bɔ agye bia na okuma ase eti saa kɔtɔkɔ has ɛgye saa 3 points na wohyɛ bia na still 6 points.
The issue is no funny free.
But
all the end there's a 3 points you are fighting for. They will not fight for that 3 points.
You know, if you fight and fight well.
There are 3 things in the game. And just straight away.
No, so the assumption is that if assuming you win, it's not.
There's no issue.
But the issue is in the case of other teams, 3 things about football, they are short of one, just one.
No, agreed. But I agree to the mathematics. Just drew my attention to it.
In the Kotoko case, whilst you are going to play, back or print, we now one or sound. I
agree, but he has drawn my attention to something. Some points not better than down. So if you win,
no problem.
But who dear no? And yet,
that's agreed.
That's the advantage for them.
That is agreed. But if you win, it's not an advantage for them.
And luckily for you, maybe not so the
away matches. No,
particular, you know,
but who are the way matches?
Okay. Go start say bo any swatchman. And no DM too.
Okay, away match.
A setting say 3 points.
Also show
over 9 kwa kambo bia o. What would them near their brown seji? It will no the any there negotiation be any ho. But kotoko the any there, the ma kotoko the any go stars and any penny say. Oh dear no. Obetin about draw. Obetin lose.
The argument is that Nusus and so to be dependent on your results. So if you win on that day, on your advantage, if not, but the one win near.
That day, they say more battle, more connect to net. This is an away game for a year Go Stars. An away game, and you say, hope a venue by 4 points are over. Can you swat?
Because of the situation, there's nothing you can do.
Away game against Nswatel naturally. To say, Bechem Bebo Go Stars will be changing. Sure. Kotokobet me at Tenechira who said there's a possibility. So Betinashe a year, Bechem Betmashe Go Stars to reduce the momentum of Go Stars, which will now play in who Kotokonu favor. To say Kotoko Heart of Lions are dreams to call. You can't say.
Dream share, you Go Stars.
Go Stars. Sana win it here. Into who Kotokono, you will be going in away matches. So now, Go Stars have 8 matches to fight for. Whilst there's a 3 points at that.
Yeah.
And that match is an away game. And can naturally, because Go Stars beko bechemeko brekum. Nankwako nsuatre. Can these 3 trips to Bruno probably could have a major effect on what? The league standard. But Satre no funny free. Whilst so Kotokono so boy piano there. But league near build the points near Kikabo man near Deco. Into bet me a draw, baby. That's our train on Nunya on that day, no. Abuana Manasa.
Yemfree America crack with you. Well, enough, you're not seeing a million. 1 minute.
There in Siwaha. May I sure say a Mukotokoni Go Stars game, no. I say, we best happy. A bit pijak
actually be awesome.
No, before a week na Yakobo to Go Stars now. Say me tenacity steady fixtures now.
A big results are now about along the line.
Say me analyze the situation. Me share results are Kotokonya. Na me share results are Go Stars nya. Me wanna say week na Yakwa you be room towards Kotokoni Go Stars no. I say we best happy there. And you ma bebre na beba ho. E be ma tension about game ni. Sika de Go Stars ne benya. Na for me no akogina park no so no mabo. But you will na ye koye nima so too. ɛdeɛ na ɛbɛma team asɔre prɛko pɛ ɔsɛ mɛmmɔ bɔ bie ɛkwan bɛn na ɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛsi ano kwan a daakye ebi nsi biem
okay
adeɛ baako ɛha me wɔ Ghana ha ne sɛ asɛm ba loto obiara bɛtumi akyerɛ including ɔmo kɔhyɛ mmara ɛkyerɛ ɔmo but ɔmo kɔhyɛ mmara no so ɔmo bɛsesa na ma na yɛnyɛ biribi papa de afiri mu no
nti ɔmo kɔ ne ɛhyɛ mmara na de to pay attention
ɛno bɛde mɛka bɛsi point
pay attention
mɛka bɛsi amanfo raise issues bi a ɔn sɛ yɛha no yɛ football na yɛyɛ no loto mi de me nim o so ɔmo do ɔmo sika no yɛ football no yɛ ana nka ɔmo sɛsɛ yi o edu congress kura no mo yi obiara na okɔ loto ade yɛ mmara deɛ sanka mu benya kura na nka ɔmo kɔ akɔ represent ɔmo no ɛso ɛyɛ wɔ mo legal background
the team no lawyer ko ne nko
na mi to mmara asɛm deɛ yɛ kɔhyɛ ne nyinaa te ase a ɛyɛ mmara o yɛ nyinaa yɛ kɔdi so na se yɛ tie mi to se yɛ kase yɛ kɔsɛ bi wɔ constitution ma sɛ yɛ da mmara ni fo bɛbɛm meboa
yeah
enti when it comes to embarrassment ne saa nyoma na
obi the argument bi bo we the any time
enti
obi we say kotoko may have a case no more example bi but MZ the battery
na case say you and be the GF this man committee
David
anya wali be
asaba me awo
enti omo aya na ye say you omo represent clubs no especially at Congress no
say the whole de bia no me hay
Mamudi musika ehye bonim a moboka mutwa players ka muna moye bibia no mo interest in Congress so enye obia na mto mata mo no mo do moko then no mo ye football no will take advantage ono de odano no wa hyemra wioko
okay
ene yeti a ye kan mto yeti a ye kan ho am na ebre eya ofa no mo
good yo man I say to be an interesting topic musia wa highway
when I'm the topic eba fiase nti ma like I've been reliably informed say one Abante Nicholas me be ye adwuma no fiase no atenda na apenkra aso asem no
oh fine
matese se nkura mi no pusi asem de wa ni nyina mpo wi de aka ne se Europe ebeba Ghana na obukuma ase
oh fine
eti edwuma na ye fiase na na penkra ti
me
see ye man kasa me see ye
my fans we nyam edwuma
so the update an say
okay see
na penkra so
na
ye na ye kan say sa enzem we nyina na wo mo kan say emra enzo atre for withdraw ye no omoma punishment ya affect ye no de eye adwuma na omo cha points no na ye nkwala no nso sofa serve punishment no ediwa hwe manti ase anim edimesre eda kwasiada
court in the munyai
ye be ko na eda kwasiada de ye hia ye nse supporters no beba ne age ye points no na die no ene ade hia pa ye timinya ye points nyina edru ha ye nim ne be
okay nti ye dey see e anu apekanji anom kanji na magic drinking water ye kan wasem ne enche kwa ta mo beto na fe kwa kase bono omo de abreye ma wona me suspecting the boba PhD so baba me se me ni Korea no me ni momo mbeba ni na idea si Oyerepa